I bet you've always wanted to know how a dehumidifier makes water out of thin air, right? Well, in every cubic meter of air, there's about 13 grams of water. And this is how it works. So the fan here obviously spins and brings in more airflow into this amazing thing, which is called a Peltier module. Peltier module built by Jean Peltier in the 1800s, I think. Actually makes this side really cool and that side really hot. Both have heat sinks, and the temperature difference helps create humidity. Okay, we're in series, so we're not going to measure voltage. We're going to measure current, because I know it's 12 volts anyway. So let's do the current. So I'm guessing it's a couple of amps. Okay, 2 amps. We're obviously in series across here to make sure we're measuring current. Okay, I'm just filming with my camera. You probably can't see this, but let's have a look. So these are the Peltier modules. They're about $3 each. The very popular one is the TEC12706, which is the one that is in this dehumidifier. But I want to try this new one I've just got, which is TEC12705. Now, if I just heat this, what will happen is this side will get hot, this side will get cold. It already feels cold because of the material inside. But here's the really cool thing. If you put the hot side onto a heat sink, the heat dissipates, the cold side gets even cooler. So that's the real basis of it. Once this gets really cold, below the dew point, obviously water vapor, which is gaseous water, will come onto the surface of this Peltier module. And then if you're clever, with a little bit of plastic, you can just have a condensing plate and it will drip into liquid water. So what I'm going to do quickly is time this with my incredible Garmin watch. We're at 3:23. We're at room temperature, which is 22.8 degrees in this room. It's warmed up a little bit today, so 3:23. When it gets to 3:23:30, I can turn it on. I think I've got 1 amp in here. So we're super low voltage, super low current. Oh, we're at 2 amps. We're at 3 volts and 1 amp. Let's turn that on. And we're at 324. 3 volts and 1 amp. It's already getting super cold. That is really cold, like a fridge, I'd say now. So 10 seconds. 10 seconds, we're down to under 20 degrees. I don't know if you can see this, but 19 degrees. 20 seconds, we're at 18.4 degrees. This is 3 volts and 1 amp. This is tiny, you can get this from a battery. Right, that is now 17 degrees. I would say we're now at, okay, a little bit of dew, a little bit of bit of water on the surface. Okay, 15 degrees, 45 seconds, 3 volts, 1 amp, so 3 watts of power, it's nothing, 3 times 1. Okay, 1 minute, coming up to 1 minute, we are at 14 degrees, and now you can actually feel a bit of water on the surface. So I'm gonna write these numbers down, and I'm gonna test every single Peltier module you can get, from the cheap ones to the super expensive ones, to work out the best technology. 12.8, it's kind of slowing down now. Okay, that's 1.5 minutes, 12.8 degrees, and just dropping very, very slowly, and that's the coldest it's gonna get. Okay, so that is with the Tech 12705. I've tried the Tech 12706, which is pretty much the same. These cost about £3, and this is what runs. There's one of these in my dehumidifier. And what I'd love to do is put 50 of these in series together, because one makes half a litre of water a day. So 50 of these should make, in half an hour, half a litre of water. So if you want to try that, let me know, and I want to do that. But I've just also ordered this, which is the Tech 12710, which is the most powerful one. Costs about 20 times more than these. So I'm going to try this as well and let you know how it goes. I'm actually thinking to take this apart, because it's just little bits of silicon inside, and replacing it with tin selenium, which would be way more efficient, because these are about 4% efficient, which is basically nothing. The whole thing's being wasted in here and by these. So your dehumidifier is probably using a few percent of what these, actually the heat and the cooling effect that these actually have.